Hey guys, what's going on? Draaxlp here, once again on the Hypermine modded server, and I've got a little house built here, as you can see, upgraded from the dirt, sand, wood, cobble crap house that I had to something a little more safe and sturdy. So we walk inside here, and I'll show you. I haven't done much without you guys. I pretty much just have some smelting and pulverizing going on so I can get some resources. I did set up an AE network, fully equipped with an access terminal and a crafting terminal. We have two ME drives, one with a 1K storage and one with a 4K storage. So kind of got those going. We'll have to make some more storage in a bit. My controller, and that's all being powered by this system over here. Now, in a minute, you'll see a clip from Armitage and myself where he kind of goes around and shows me some of this different stuff from a mechanism and how it works. But if I can quickly explain it, you have electrolytic separator that's getting pumped water from the aqueous accumulator. Fills up this right here. That, in turn, once it starts generating power, will pull out the hydrogen and oxygen out of the water. That will fill up here. The oxygen will fill up here, and currently I'm outputting or dumping the oxygen because I don't really have a use for it. But you could save it and store it and whatnot, but I'm not. But the hydrogen is actually being dumped right into the... that's not what I wanted to do. To the hydrogen generator. It gets pumped in and it starts generating power. But, you know, even though these create power themselves and are powering my basic energy cube, they need a kickstart. And the best way to kickstart something is a heat generator. And the way that works, just below where the heat generator is, there is a source block of lava. It generates some heat for us. Kickstarts both of these and generates some supplement power for this. The universal cable is powering both of these. It does pretty well. I'm quite impressed with it. And yeah, so I'm gonna go over to the clip of Armitage and myself, and we'll show you guys what all we did.
The reason I logged in actually is because I was just watching your video. And I was wondering whether I'd catch you on the server, which is fortuitous that I did.
Yeah.
I haven't finished watching it, but you were asking about, you're wondering about osmium.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you've figured it out yet, but that's part of mechanism. If you look over here, there's a couple of mechanism machines. These kind of greeny sort of things. I don't know, you're using a standard texture pack yet?
Yeah.
So if you look back here, it's not very clear, but there's a chest here that you can put ores in, and then they'll come out this end, right? So if we go underneath, if we come through this dimensional door here, you'll see 4 machines.
Oh, translocators too. Yeah.
Yeah. And this chain of 4 machines essentially triples your ore production. So
very nice.
Way better than like using a pulverizer or a macerator or whatever. It does need to be fed flint though. The top machine, the purification chamber, that needs to have flint in it. But if you follow that chain, purification chamber, crusher, enrichment chamber, base and factory, or well, the factory's a furnace essentially. It's a smelting thingy.
Gotcha.
That'll triple your ores.
Cool. I'm gonna have to get cracking on that.
And if you have a look over here, actually, yeah, you see, is it better come up the top and we'll go underneath the tree farm. Oh, this is all usable, by the way. All the stuff here you can use whenever you need to get yourself kicked off.
Cool.
Obviously, it's This is also, this stuff down here is also from Mechanism. And it's like one of the quickest, easiest ways to get yourself like base starter power.
So it looks like 2 hydrogen generators, and what does the electrolytic separator do?
Okay, you feed water into the electrolytic separator and it creates oxygen and hydrogen, and then you dump the oxygen and the hydrogen you feed into the hydrogen generator.
Oh, okay.
This thing here, this is a heat generator. This, you can power it 2 ways. You can either put fuel in it, like burnable fuel, like wood or coal or whatever burns, or you can put lava underneath it, as you can see here. And when there's lava underneath it, it generates a tiny little bit of power continuously without needing fuel. And that's just a way to kick this whole system off. So once you've got, like, I mean, you can just use one hydrogen generator, one electrolytic separator, and then one heat generator, and that will start you up. And that generates, well, it generates, I think at max it's 200 kilojoules, which is the equivalent of about, I don't know the conversions to be quite honest, but it's enough to get you going to like power, like it'll power the 4 machines over here, basically.
Gotcha.
It's enough power to keep them running.
So this just takes the regular redstone conduits. It doesn't take any special wiring or anything?
You can use either the redstone conduits or you can use universal cable. Universal cable's a bit easier to make because you don't need
liquid transposers and all that goodness.
Yeah, all that sort of crap. But again, those machines are upstairs if you want to use them.
Right.
There's a liquid transposer and a magma crucible here hooked together. And then obviously you've got all the other machines, the basic machines, rolling machine. You've got an induction smelter here for making your hardened glass and a pulverizer.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with thermal expansion. Just
yeah,
these other ones I was a little scared. I do love the textures on them. I'm glad that they took some time. I mean, they're basic textures, but they look good.
Yeah, I like Mechanisms. One of my new favourite mods that I didn't know about before this pack.
Yeah, same here.
Looking item.
So to get me started, I would need a purifier. Is that right?
You need a purifier, a purification chamber, crusher, enrichment chamber, and a
factory.
Well, the factory is the step up from a basic machine. So if you look at the factory, if you right click on the factory, you notice it's got 3 slots.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the side, there's like a thing with an orange slot, but underneath it there's like a thing that looks like it says input and output on it.
Yeah.
You can actually change this factory into a crushing factory by putting a crusher into that slot. So the crusher will go into the machine, and then a smelter will come out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the factories are kind of like an interchangeable machine that you build around one of the tier 1 machines. And then there's 3 levels of factory. There's a basic, advanced, and ultimate.
That's cool.
And basic is 3 slots, advanced is 5, and ultimate is 7.
I've yet to play with translocators, but those look really cool too. I've seen lots of videos with those.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Like, they're a nice way of like automating machines that don't have that thermal expansion style self-automation.
Yeah. Alright, so I've got my ender pearls. What now?
Okay, you need to make a signature something.
Rift signature.
A rift signature. Yes.
Stabilized or
is-
regular?
Just a regular. The stabilized one's a little bit different. I'll explain that.
So you've got 4,000. You're not going to miss 4.
Oh, what? Iron?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And then you need to make 2 iron doors.
Okay.
And you put an iron door like on either side of the, and then an ender pearl in the middle. Nope. Ender pearl, take out the rift signature. So that gets you dimensional door.
Cool.
So what you then need to do is you take the rift signature and well, actually, you know what we can do? Because I've got doors to everyone's houses here, you can create, oops, right, 2 then, hang on, give me a sec.
Stuff must break really easily.
It does. It's really hard to see where it is too. What am I breaking? Out of control. So what I want to do is I want to replace this.
Yeah, it made me some osmium armor. I heard it's pretty good.
It is. It's got really high durability and it's kind of cheap to repair. Alright, so what you do is right click on that block, the yellowy wood. Right,
Okay.
so it says
Signature stored?
signature stored. And then what we do is we go back to spawn.
How the hell do I get out of here?
Just you'll hang on, I've got to wait till everything loads. There we go. And let's go through there we go.
Oh. That's funny.
Then you go to wherever your base is going to be.
Okay. Might take us a minute. It's a little over 1,000 blocks this direction. So now say once I place this, at some point I would like to move it. Is it just as
You
simple
have
as
to-
picking up the door, or...
No, you've got to actually like remake it. Ooh, crazy city out here.
I should have mentioned enter at your own risk.
Yeah, you want to kind of put it down where you sort of think you'll plan to actually have it. Otherwise, you've got to like remake it.
Well, they're not terribly expensive either, so...
Yeah, it's not hard to make, but it's just a bit of a pain because you've got to, like take the door down. Well, I mean, I guess this could just be temporary anyway, and then once you figure out where you're going to put like maybe a spawn place,
Mm-hmm.
because most of us use a redwood tree as our like little spawn hub return.
Yeah.
And yeah, so to complete the thing, you just right click with your signature again. And oh, what happened there?
I have no food. Do you have some food? Thank you, good sir. Oh, I love meat ingots.
They're so tasty. And then yeah, this will take you to my
Sweet.
spawn hub.
Oh, cool. Now I have an easy way back to spawn. That makes me feel better. Because you'll find out that when you continue to watch that video, I actually die 3 times in that video and have to walk back 3 different times.
Oh god.
Well, thanks for showing me stuff, man. I really appreciate it.
Yep, not a problem. Got any other questions? Just let me know.